Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you may know, Shinobi was recently changed in the latest patch that was applied to For Honor as of this Thursday and I think it was on March the 14th. So Shinobi was slightly changed. However, this only slightly improves his ability to fight. So the the changes were intended to nerf Shinobi and then also buff him as compensation for that. My personal thoughts are it was very not smart for Shinobi's case because they intended to nerf slide tackle, but instead they only just made it a little bit weaker, and then they also buffed his zone. So I'm gonna show you guys a good example of that. So Shinobi's slide tackle, as you know, is his running attack. Upon gaining enough speed and then pressing your guard break, you are then able to initiate the slide tackle. The slide tackle's duration has been increased from 300 milliseconds to 600 milliseconds, making it extremely reactable now. However, there is a downside to this. Uh, they only increased the animation's lasting time. They didn't increase the amount of recovery that it takes for Shinobi to do slide tackle, which was the main issue with a large part of the competitive community. For those of you that don't know, upon dodging the slide tackle, Shinobi is not supposed to be able to counter guard break. However, there was some bug that happened where Shinobi stopped getting any form of recovery off of it. So it came to a point where slide tackle basically became the most powerful move in the game. Because it was 300 milliseconds and it was unpunishable. But it only gave 14 damage and consumed a lot of stamina. But that was more than easily viable for Shinobi, who is a character that could easily run circles around the map in a few seconds. So I'm going to show an example here where I told the bot to do a tackle. I think it's because it's on hold position. So yeah, the animation is a bit longer, but yeah, he can still counter guard break, and I did it as early as I possibly could. As well as the tracking is still extremely good, as you can clearly see. I am dodging on indicator, but still. The only character that can still punish this is probably Raider. And dodging on reaction is still extremely not as well. So, granted, I think he could probably dodge anything I do as well. So if I just set it to dodge, then I'm also going to give him infinite stamina. Or regenerate, that works too. Yeah, Shinobi's slide tackle basically was not even touched. Might as well have not even been touched, because the tracking is still extremely powerful and the recovery is still instant. So that was quite literally the most pointless nerf I've seen in a while. And then we also got Shinobi's Zone. So Shinobi's Zone was basically buffed as compensation for the slide tackle nerf to be able to be feintable after the second attack. So Shinobi's Zone has 3 attacks in it. First kick, second kick, and then a slice from the blade. And after the second kick, you can feint your attack. And that is actually pretty good because that provides the mix-up that I've been wanting for a while, which is double dodge zone, feint, and then try and go for a guard break, probably miss it, and then continue on from there. So now, a lot of times whenever you double dodge to the left, you have to do it from the left or the top. or you can switch your direction. But now whenever you're going from the left, you can do an attack from the right and continue on, just to make sure your opponent doesn't block that direction. So it's a little bit of a sneaky trick, but stamina consuming, as well as this keeps me from accidentally hitting players whenever I'm trying to hit minions only. Considering that Shinobi's third part of his zone has increased tracking, well, it has always had very good tracking, and it was increased, but that third part has more tracking than the rest of the zone. So at least I can keep from accidentally hitting enemy players and saying, "Hey, Shinobi right here." But that's how it is. And I'm also going to show you how it looks like from the enemy's perspective as soon as I can find the zone. Zone attack. I don't know if I can actually feint. Yeah, there's no option to feint it. Yeah. Boo. Now, the after you feint your zone, you do not see the third indicator. So, unlike other zones where you see a constant red indicator from the side, such as on Kensei or Peacekeeper, Shinobi, if he feints after the second part of the zone, you will not see the third indicator, so there is no reason to go for a parry attempt, unless of course you haven't got the timing down for parrying the third attack, in which case, okay, yeah, maybe. But just blocking from the side on Shinobi is now the best option, instead of flat out parrying it like it used to be. So that was a minor update on changes to Shinobi. Other things were introduced in this patch, but I felt like a semi-decent amount of my community on my channel likes to watch for Shinobi, so that's what you guys got. Also, I don't have anyone to test with me right now on the other characters to actually show off what was changed about them, so I'll leave it at that. I'll see all you dudes later. Bye!